Hello. I was having technical difficulties about 2 seconds ago, so I'm restarting this video. Hey, what a night. Anyway, so hey everybody. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new friends, my name is Manisha Taylor, and I am a wife, a mom, an entrepreneur, and this has been heavy on my heart, so I wanted to share this, especially now, because it's just been so many people going through so much stuff lately. A lot. We've all been going through a lot. It has not been easy. 2020 was hard. 2021 is not starting off the greatest. So I just wanted to bring some tips that'll hopefully help somebody out there to... I'm sorry, my hair is just getting on my nerves right now. That will help somebody out there the way it's helped me. I recently came across these things, and I've been doing them to help stay more positive. So I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully this will help. What I found is that, positivity it's hard. It's tough. You have to practice it daily. Like, you really, really have to practice it daily. It's a practice like anything else. And it's hard. It's not easy. You can't just be like, oh, be positive. Oh, be positive. No, it's not easy. It's literally something you have to actively do for yourself. You have to actively take the actions daily to be positive. You just do. You have to say, I am going to think positive today. Hey, Candace, I'm wearing your shirt, girl. Thank you, girl. I'm going to post some pictures. Don't worry, I'm going to post some pictures. But you have to actively be positive. You know, you have to do things for yourself to keep yourself encouraged and to keep yourself in a positive mindset daily, right? It's a practice. It's something you have to do. Hey, it's just not easy. Yes. And that's one of the things I'm going to mention, Candace. Practicing gratitude helps to get you into that positive mindset. Being grateful, being thankful, waking up every morning and finding a couple of things to just be grateful for in your life. I'm sorry, my camera keeps moving. Finding something you can be grateful for in your life, right? That is so key. So that's part of the tips I wanted to share, was finding something you can be grateful for. Another way to be positive is to do affirmations, right? Find some affirmations that are relevant to what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to believe about yourself, and say those over and over every day, because that gets into your subconscious mind, which is the goal, right? Because you want it to not have to work so hard at being positive. And that comes from practice. That comes from getting it into your subconscious mind that you are worthy. You are enough. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. Visualizing what you want to achieve in your life and believing that it's possible. All of that comes from doing affirmations. You know, it's so hard. I agree, Michelle. It's not easy. So you have to actively work at filling your brain with positive thoughts. Like I said, positive quotes. There's apps out there like the I Am app, which gives you affirmations, the Motivation app, which gives you positive quotes. I listen to those. I look at those apps every day. I have it set up where the notifications just pop up on my phone. And I look at those positive quotes and affirmations daily, because it's so hard with all this negative stuff coming at you. You know, there's stuff on the news, there's stuff that people post on Facebook. All this stuff is coming at you. And trust me, it gets into your brain. It gets into your subconscious. You're not even aware of it. And then the next thing you know, when it's time to think positive, you're struggling. Well, yeah, because you have your mind is on all of these other negative things in the world that you can't control. Key here, I'm saying, you can't control any of it. Any of it. If you were focused on what you could control, you'd be more positive because you can control it, right? So focus your mind on what you can control, the positive changes that you can make. And the more changes you make daily, the more positive you're going to feel because you're feeling more accomplished now. Now you're hitting goals. Now you're doing things that you've been wanting to do, right? Now you're doing things that you know you have control over, that you can change. And that's going to reinforce that positive mindset too. That's the thing. You have to, yes, make a list of everything you're thankful for. Fill yourself with positive affirmations, positive quotes, right? Then, Leslie, definitely don't be hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. It's not about perfection here. We're all making mistakes. We're all failing forward, right? Meaning we're all making mistakes, falling down and getting back up. The people who are successful in life are the people who just kept getting up while the other people just laid down and quit. Those are the people who are successful. They kept getting back up. They kept getting back up. And you've probably seen these stories on the internet and you're like, oh, it's not true. I'm quite sure it is true that Oprah was fired from her first job. I'm quite sure it is true that Michael Jordan was cut from the basketball team in high school. I'm quite sure it is true that Steven Spielberg took 3 times to get into film school. I'm quite sure those stories are true. Why? Because we all fail first. Everybody, you fail forward, but you have to keep getting up. One of my favorite songs by Michael Jackson was a song that inspired me so much when I was growing up called Keep the Faith. And in that song, he talks about just that. He said, don't let nobody turn you around, that you have to have the confidence to believe that you are going to win. And that song got me through school. Like, it just helped me so much because that's exactly what it's all about. You have to believe that you have the power to succeed, that you have the power to change your life for the better. That's going to keep you positive. That's going to keep you motivated to keep going. But you have to think it first. You have to believe it first. Right? To believe that it's possible. You have to believe that just like this person over here succeeded, I can do the same thing. You got to believe that. And so that comes from filling your mind with positive things, filling your mind with positive thoughts, being around positive people, right? Turning off the news when it gets to be too much. Turning off, getting off social media if it gets to be too much, Sometimes we have, friends that post a lot of stuff from the news and you're just like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Turn it off. Walk away. Don't let it get in. Don't let it get in. You got to focus on those things that are going to keep you in a positive mindset. Turn the news off. Yes, turn it off. Walk away from social media if you have to. At times, give yourself a break. Walk away from, unfollow people who are negative. You got to do all those things. All those things are going to help you. Give is another thing I was going to say. Yes, you sure can. You can mute them. Give. That's another way to bring positivity into your life because we all reap what we sow, right? So giving to others is going to come back to you, right? So give where you can, what you can. We're not saying you have to have a whole chunk of money to throw at people, right? But if you have $10 or $15 or $20 to buy some cookies from Little Susie's Girl Scout troop, or buy some cookie dough from so-and-so's fundraiser down the street, or give some money to the Salvation Army, or give some money to the Red Cross, or give some money to another nonprofit that needs it, the food bank, the local food bank. Give. It comes back to you. I can testify to that. It comes back to you. Give what you can, because I promise you that act act of giving, that act of sowing positivity is going to come back to you. People will give to you. Exactly. It's the law of giving. And that's going to attract more positivity into your life too. So that's definitely another thing to do. I think, what was the other thing? Because I was trying to give you 5 things. I can't remember. But I'm going to read this poem real quick. There's this book that I'm reading, which is called Think and Grow Rich. I've just started reading that book. And in the book, he quotes this poem that I've heard off and on throughout my life. And I think they don't even know who wrote it. I think it's by Anonymous. But it's awesome. And I'll definitely read it now. Look it up. You've probably all heard it before, but it's awesome. And it's about thinking, because you have to think about something. You have to visualize something before you can materialize it, right, in your life. You have to, if you want to be successful, you have to visualize yourself as being successful. You have to visualize it as already done, already happened, right, before you can walk into that. And this poem really emphasizes that, the power of thought. And it basically just says, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it's already a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in a state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. This poem I've heard off and on throughout my life, but every time I hear it, it has a different meaning. And this time it means to me that it doesn't matter how fast you are, how strong you are. It doesn't matter whatever your background is. What matters is, are you going to let life's obstacles stop you from getting to where you want to go? Or are you going to believe that you can get there? See where you want to go. See what you want to do with your life. Visualize your goals. Are you going to let life turn you around, or are you going to keep pushing and reach your goals? Do what you got to do. So, I just love this poem. And like I said, I've heard it before, but this time when I heard it again in that book, I was like, wow, it really is about seeing where you want to go and being determined to get there no matter what. Every time you fall down, get back up until you reach your goal. And then when you reach your goal, set a new goal. Just keep going. Just keep going. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. I hope that helps. I hope that was a blessing to you. Be positive. Do the things that are going to help you be positive. Do those things because it is going to help. It is going to help. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. You know, we all have a story. We all have things that we're dealing with. You know, it's not all roses for any of us out here, right? We all have a story. We all have something we're dealing with. We all have obstacles in our lives. None of it's perfect. None of it. But just know you're not alone. Know that you are loved. Know that you are enough. And know that you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. You can hit those goals. You can reach your passion, whatever you're passionate about. That was put inside of you for a reason. Don't die with the music inside of you. Dr. Wayne Dyer always says, used to say, I should say, and I love that quote so much. Don't die with the music inside of you. Whatever God has placed inside of you, there's a reason. So do your best to go for it as long as it takes, whatever it takes. Don't stop. Don't give up, because that was placed inside of you for a reason. All right? So just wanted to encourage you tonight. That was encouraging to me, so I had to share it. And you're welcome, Michelle. I was hoping I could encourage someone tonight. So, so have a good night. Be blessed and talk to you soon.